It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report, rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, Method Man's wife, Tamika, has spoken out and she's released a statement on her Instagram page in response to what Wendy Williams had to say about Method Man. She was talking to DJ Sus One, and here's what she said.
The only thing I did, I smoked a blunt with with Method Man while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. And he'll deny it, maybe not. You know,
that wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie because Method Man is still very angry at me.
For what?
I don't know, for being me. It was one night.
All right. Well, Tamika broke it down on her social media on Instagram. She said, for years, I kept my silence. And this is the first time she's ever addressed this at all, by the way. While Wendy Williams launched constant verbal attacks against my husband, myself, and our family. In the past, I ignored her lies, innuendos, and blatant attempts to provoke us. But Wendy has proven again and again that she is incapable of any decency. Her obsession with our lives has reached a new low, and I'm tired of taking the high road. In an obvious attempt to increase ratings for her sad biopic, her struggling TV show, and her burnt-out career, Wendy has once again targeted my husband. It's a pattern that she has repeated for years. When I was diagnosed with cancer years ago, Wendy shared my personal medical information with her listeners live on the air during her radio broadcast. She didn't care that she was violating my right to privacy or that I hadn't shared the news of my diagnosis with my family and friends yet. She never apologized, never expressed any regret whatsoever. Despite my anger, I chose not to respond publicly to her unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. It was clear that she was sick and that she was struggling with a lot of issues, including self-hate and low self-esteem. Over the years, those issues have made her increasingly ugly, both inside and out, and no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness inside of her. Instead of using her platform to uplift women, she has spent her career attacking marriages while her own fell apart. She criticized celebrities, battling addictions despite her own struggles with substance abuse. There's no limit to how low she will go in the name of making headlines. She goes on to say, for the record, my marriage is solid. My husband continues to enjoy a successful career, and Wendy will forever be one of the most miserable bitches on the planet.
Jesus Christ. I mean, look, a lot of valid points made. You know, Wendy is miserable, and that's why I send her healing energy. Because I've never seen her happy before in my life. And yes, she should apologize to Tamika and her family. Because you don't do that to people.
I mean, it was.
Wendy,
Someone didn't even ask the question. Someone didn't even ask the question. You wanted to say that. And Method Man, Tamika, y'all should have sued Wendy Williams a long time ago when she released that information. That was against the law to release that information. You should have sued her. You should have sued the station. You should have made sure that never happened ever again. Because what that did was foul. That information should have never been out unless you wanted to put that information. Now, we've been here, doing the Breakfast Club for a long time now. And there's times when we say something to an artist and the artist has said, hey, I don't want that information out. My family doesn't even know. And we went back on some of the stuff that we've done. So we know what's right, and that was foul.
Well, Meth did want to sue, though, because I remember when Meth came to the radio station one day after Wendy and Kelvin were on the air kicking his back in, and he came to the station, and that was one of the reasons he did come to the station, because he was like, yo, I just need to know who at the hospital gave you that information so I can file a lawsuit.
Absolutely.
Right.
And he should have whooped up. He was there during that time, right?
Wendy can't act like she doesn't know why Method Man has an issue with her. Of course he has an issue with you. You revealed his wife's cancer diagnosis before she had a chance to address her own family.
Yes.
Of course.
And you was there when you was working there during that time, Charlamagne?
Yeah, I was on the air that day, and Kelvin and Wendy was kicking Meth's back in, and Kelvin walked downstairs, and I guess as he was walking down, Meth was coming up. I'm shocked that they didn't see each other, and the secretary was like, Method Man's in the lobby. So I called Kelvin. I'm like, yo, Meth's in the lobby. And he was like, yo, for what? I'm like, yo, you know for what? He's like, well, go out there and see what he wants. So my dumb ass went out there to go see what Method Man wanted. And me and Meth had a conversation. And, he wanted the information from the hospital, And he of course, he wasn't happy about what Wendy and Kev was saying. But needless to say, Kev never brought his monkey ass back up to that station, even though I know he was probably right downstairs. But he did not come back up when he knew Meth was in the lobby.
Meth should have whooped all.
Don't want those problems. All right, so that statement again is on Tamika's Instagram page. If you want to read the full statement of what she had to say about Wendy Williams and Wendy still harassing her and her family, but I think after decades of having to deal with this, she finally felt like this was her breaking point. Just leave
Yeah.
us alone. Stop talking about my family.
And shout out to
All
Tamika. I
right.
don't know her, but shout out to her for being so damn strong. Shout out to you.
Yeah. I mean, and they're still together and still happily married. Meth is still
There you
doing
go.
well. So this is the first time we heard her mention this, and she kept calling him Redman. All right. Now, Chloe from Chloe and Halle went on Instagram yesterday, and she was talking about her own journey to self-love. And here's what she had to say.
And for so long, I used to think I was like fat, and like I used to hate my stretch marks and my cellulite. I'm not gonna cry. But it's like now I really love who I am. When I see all the uproar about my posts and stuff, I'm a bit confused. Like I really don't understand because I've never seen myself in that way or in that light. So I take it as a huge compliment that you all even think of me as a sexual, sexy being.
Man,
what am
I
I
love
missing here?
Chloe and
People-
Halle.
Yeah, what am I missing? People slandering her or something?
Yeah, they were
Yeah, they
mad
were
at her.
kind of like shaming her for, posting the videos that she posted. And I felt like a lot of people were like, okay, get it, girl. But then there were people that had some things to say about her being sexy and
Oh, God.
issues with that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Chloe, that's just hate. Okay, it's called hate. All right. Do we not realize how miserable people are? So when they see you online enjoying your life and other people enjoying you, they get jealous and they get envious. It's called hate. That's all it is. Okay. And in life,
Now,
you got to remember the rule of 10 too. 3 people gonna like it, 3 people not gonna like it, 4 people gonna be on the fence about it. Like for people not to like something, that's just natural. I wouldn't even pay that.
you know
much
what
attention
else?
about her.
It's hard for her too. She's apart from her little sister Halle, and Halle has started filming The Little Mermaid. She's got a starring role in that, and they were on Instagram Live together, and it got very emotional.
I just miss my sister's bright personality, her positive energy always around. She's literally the sun because she just makes everything just feel like brighter and better. And that's what I miss the most about my sister.
Allie.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know, it's different. And then I'm the little sister, so being away just really like tugs at my heart.
You're gonna make me cry.
They are so
love
sweet.
sisters.
I really like.
Yeah, I love sisters.
Yes,
that's
and
how my 5-year-old and my 2-year-old are like that with each other. I love watching that.
Yeah, and they're very like, I've interviewed them a few times, and I've talked to them about what is it, Grownish that they're on, right? Grownish. And just the sweetest, nicest young women, super talented, so dope. I've seen them perform. Like, they're amazing girls. So let's show them some love. All right. That is your rumor report.